Okay, today we're going to review Scum Going Nuclear. This is supposed to be a survival, third person or first person game here where you have worry about all your health and your food and your water and stuff like that. But it ends up being really crappy experience in my book right now so far. So let's get into it. You go on there and you start off on this island right here, and that's basically it. This is your landmass. You got to go there and explore. You don't have to do anything basically because there's no goals. There's nothing to do in this game besides run around and search through buildings and little towns. So this is supposed to be a survival game, but you can't interact with anything. You got the towns in there, you search little things, and that's basically it. You can interact with some of the other things like trees and stuff like that. If you have some tools, it'll show you. You can cut down trees, you can build bases type of thing, but most of the stuff is like you can barely interact with basically anything. There's even towns in this game with merchants which are totally garbage. Like for an example, I found this bow here, and it's like a pretty decent bow, and it sells for nothing. It's basically worthless. They sell like a rope for 150, and you try and sell them a rope, it's nothing. It's worth nothing. Everything you try and sell, I found a guitar even, and I tried selling it, and I got like 100, but it cost like 200 for some food. So I couldn't even trade in a guitar for some basic food, basically, in this game. They don't know what the hell they're doing, basically. I believe. I don't think these guys know what reality is. That made this game is just utter crap. You can't call a game survival when you have towns and you have buildings to search, and then you can't interact with them or do anything with them. You can't even you just can't do nothing. It's too much of a multiplayer game. It is, there's zero reason to play this game, I find. It's just basically run around and search for stuff and do nothing. You basically need to get a vehicle and drive around and search through buildings all the time, and that's it. That's not a survival game. It is just basically boring. And then the convoluted building system and crafting system is garbage too. The only thing that was neat at the start of the game was the nudity, and that's probably why it got good reviews. But yeah, let's be honest here. Nudity, who cares? That's not part of the gameplay. It doesn't do anything. You go to your system here and you go to your stats, and they give you some stats here. They don't really explain very much of what the stats do. They're tied to the skills. They don't really explain much of what the skills do and what you're going to do to upgrade them or anything like that. Or even if you can, yeah, you can. You got a little bit more dexterity, so you can level them up and upgrade them too. But yeah, really detailed in there, really detailed in the health and all your metrics and stuff like that you have going on here for your nutrients and all that kind of stuff in your stomach and your pooping. They did a whole bunch of stuff on that, but the gameplay just incredibly sucks ass. You got stupid things like a whole bunch of wooden logs, and you can't do anything. I can't carry a wooden log. Can you carry a wooden log? I can't even put it into my holster. I got to put it in my hand. Can I even take this? I don't know. Let's find out. Can I even put this wooden log in my hand? Yeah, there you go. It just takes too much work to do it. You can't double click it. You got to actually put it in your hand. Even you can't even put it on your back. You can carry one log at a time. I don't know about you. I can carry more than one small log like this at a time. There's no commands to even drop this stuff. You can't even. There's no quick commands to drop anything in this game. You have to go in there and manually friggin' drop it on the ground. That's what this game is. Manual crap, basically. The crafting system looks like small, tiny little icons with a whole bunch of really stupid things you got to do to craft and all this kind of stuff, and then you can't find anything. It took forever to figure out how to even bandage yourself. Was just take a scrap piece of cloth and stick it on your heal yourself with it type of a deal, and it doesn't even work half the time. That's basically the way this game works. You can interact with basically crap. You can trees and bushes, and you got to find rocks. So you got to find little tiny rock piles like that, but that's it. You can't find any other bigger rocks. You find bigger rocks like this right here, and you can't interact with them. You can't chip them away, anything like that. Just like that Rust game had, which I played for 5 minutes and said this is crap, because you really just can't do anything. I think you can even build better in that game at least. But yeah, if you're looking for a multiplayer survival game, you can go with what's it called? What was that game called? Icarus. That's right. You can go with Icarus, even though that was crappy too. But running around and trying to build stuff with this is just a pain in the butt. You got to go one log at a time, one stick at a time. Wow, you're really slow with the logs right there. So and maybe you can get away with it with a log, but yeah, come on, drop it. There you go. Need hotkeys and stuff to drop stuff, basically. But yeah, everything in this is just basically incredibly annoying and bad. Inventory is basically your clothes, and I just don't want to care about doing anything this time. this time around. Yeah, you just basically get upgraded clothes, more inventory spots, a small backpack to carry a little bit of stuff, which is what I could do if I really wanted to, and start that up. But yeah, the whole thing in the town, there's like no food nearby, there's no water nearby, you can't afford anything, you can't find any animals. It's just an empty, barren land of searching things for 100 times before you find one little thing. And even clicking on stuff to search is just basically garbage, and you got to look around all the time for stuff. And I found they're nothing. There's just like a couple dead guys walking around, and you can't eat them. So yeah, it's just basically a pain in the ass. And with the whole thing right here, you're not going to find anything. So you got to go there and try and find fresh water. But all the water is going to be just, huge cliffs half the time, so you can't even get to it, type of a thing. And then if there is water, there's not going to be anything like rocks or something like that. You never know. It's just going to be really limited. It just wants you to run around the whole map and make it, explore type of a thing. I found it really annoying that when you cut down trees and stuff like that and little bushes, you can carry like 1 or 2 sticks and that's it. Like Jesus Christ, you can make a bundle of sticks, but you can't carry it. You can't carry a couple of them, type of thing. You just can't really do much of anything. It takes forever to do anything. It's just too much of a pain to do stuff like that. So search the rock. I can't even search this rock. Come on, like I'm clicking. I'm like right on top of the rock, and one little rock. Okay, yeah, that's not going to help me at all. So you got to make 2 little rocks. So this is your whole crafting system here to get started in this game. It just takes forever. And you're supposed to be having like action stuff going on, but yeah, you can't do anything while you're crafting. Can't look around, and then you basically get going. And of course, when you craft everything, it just gets automatically dropped on the ground. So that's awesome right there. It gets dropped on the ground, and now you want to cut some trees down. This is you cutting trees down. Like, okay, well, at least you can look around when you're cutting trees down. But yeah, that's about it. This is your time being, all this time doing that. And then you get the loot right here. And of course, it's all dropped in here. Nothing goes in there. I can't pick up anything because they won't fit in my inventory spots until you build something. And then you got to do stuff like this the whole time and deal with it. And if you wanted to pick stuff up, I could pick up, for example, I could holster that, and then that is it. I can't pick up anything else. I could stick my knife over here basically, and then now I could pick up another large stick type of thing. And then I got to take the stick and run it to wherever my base is or wherever I'm building stuff and get that done there. And talking about running is they use the mouse wheel to go faster and slower. So that's your sprint, is use the mouse wheel up. What a waste of a mouse wheel command. Instead of switching your whole index, 1, 2, and 3 type of thing. Instead of doing that, you have to use your mouse wheel to go faster and slower. And shift is doing nothing. So shift key does nothing. As it normally is for sprinting, is shift, toggle it, or whatever. No, they didn't put any commands. Everything in this game is just basically a pain in the ass to do. I found no value in it whatsoever. If you're really into stuff like this with other players, you could try it, but I totally don't recommend trying this game out at all or playing it. It's just a waste of my time basically just playing this game at all. But I wanted to give you an honest review because people were out there reviewing this game and saying it was good. It is basically a horrible game. I don't know what the hell they were thinking when they were making it and all the stuff. I guess they just wanted the nudity, and you could adjust your boobs and penis size, and that's about it. For viability type thing. You go around there, and of course another dumb thing is, these things have big mechs running around there too, and they of course they automatically shoot you all the time if you're going in there and go in the mech. But I searched the whole base out there. I searched 20 vending machines and found nothing for food. You basically can run around and starve to death the whole time unless you find where that farm is, basically where the town is, where that actually has food growing in it, and basically that's enough food to actually maybe feed you for once. But these berries and anything like that is just not enough. You could run around and try and find some wildlife, but I've never seen anything, so it's very sparse and no population of anything. It basically trees and rocks basically that you can't interact with, and a whole bunch of towns and stuff like that which you can't interact with either. So it's basically search, and that's it. So it's search, gather, build a base and gather a whole bunch of stuff as you run around the map the whole time. It's not interesting. It's boring. It's been done before, and it was found to be incredibly lacking. I can't even get into this building at all and do anything with it. Yeah, just totally nothing. All this stuff here is basically a huge waste of space and time, type of a thing. So yeah, it's just basically garbage. I should make some arrows with the bow. You can even draw your bow with no arrows. That's funny. Yeah, going slow after you shoot, but yeah, okay. and jump around. And okay, yeah. So yeah, there's nothing really going on. This game is going to get like a 1 out of 10. It is just so badly done in the crafting, in the building, and everything. Even the friggin' stupid thing doesn't work properly. Build a shelter. That's bugged right now or something. Who knows? It's version 0.8 still. But yeah, I guess they might have changed it because the crafting menu has gone to a building menu, and it says build a shelter. That's the only shelter I could find. You go there and you place your shelter, and that doesn't work. I built a shelter before. It doesn't work for changing the tutorial and going through there. Everything is broken or convoluted as hell. I just can't get over the fact that you can't interact with basically almost anything in this game, and you can't really do anything besides kill stupid puppets, basically, and search around for stuff. So yeah, the puppets are just basically zombies. You kill them. They can be easy to kill. You can just, go at range and kill them and, dodge back and forth for melee kills, or if you're unlucky, you just get, you can get killed by them easily, bleeding and stuff like that. It's just, everything is just... It's just not fun. It's not interesting. There's just nothing going on with this game. There's no goal. It's just, just do something else with your time, basically. This is just a basically huge waste of, like, everything. I don't get it. Yeah, 1 out of 10. I don't recommend it. The hype is just hype for playing this game, and that's about it. Go around with your friends and say, hey, I got a bigger dick than you, or I got bigger boobs, type of thing, and that's about it. And then there's the interesting part is gone. Maybe you can go there and kill a mech or something like that, and that's about it. So it's not going to be hard to do any of this stuff if you really tried. The only hard part is just going on, finding out where the hell the food is and the water is, so you can actually, survive for more than 5 minutes in this game, because they think you're going to die in a day if you don't eat. I'm sorry, I've gone more than a day without eating and not dying. It doesn't work that way, but yeah, that's what most survival games do. But of course they don't know. But these guys don't know how that you can carry more than one stick at a time. That's kind of garbage for moving around your inventory and stuff like that. It's just, everything is just frustrating and annoying, and it's not enjoyable. Just don't bother with this. It's all hype, this game. Yeah, 1 out of 10. Thanks for watching, and yeah, I'll just do some more honest reviews on my games, and if I find real games, I'll actually do some tips and stuff on there and do that kind of stuff. But I haven't been able to find a real game in a long time, so yeah, thanks for watching anyways, and I will see you later.